On my machine I have a lock on the end to stop the log turning, and now I'm going to put in the log so I can drill it. I'm going to pound it in so it sticks on the spikes and that way it can't turn. So my cross log is 60 inches long, so now I'm going to mark it at 20 inches because I have two long ones going down the length of the trellis. This will all make more sense as it comes together. At the moment it's maybe a little hard to see. Of course this is going to be a little bit different spacing for your one because you're going to do it probably to a different dimension. As you can see, the log won't turn. I line my drill press up, which slides back and forward on to the spot. Turn it on. I've got to set up the drill to about the center of the log. This whole machine works off center lines, so everything lines up. We'll take this one out and we'll put the next one in. So I'm not going to bore you with the drilling of all the holes, but you'll see where they all go at the end. So this is one of the posts, and this is going to get a just one hole for the bottom brace in it. So this is one of the top beams that's quite long, and the only difference with this one is it's going to have two holes, but at 90 degrees to each other. So we'll drill the first two and then we'll rotate it 90 degrees. So we have the two holes now for the posts at each end, and now we're going to rotate it 90 degrees to put the two holes for the cross beams. So if you don't have a machine like mine, you can always, and you're out at the cabin, you can always use something like this. Make a couple of blocks, have a V in it, and then you can set your log into that and you can rotate it. And when you rotate it, you can either, as I said, put center lines on the end and snap it along, or you can just put a level in and just turn it until it's level like this, so you can drill your hole. So at this end we've got something a little bit different happening, because we've got a tenon on it, but we're also going to drill for a cross beam, and this is because this end needs to go into that tree looking piece of wood. And so I wasn't able to turn an end on it, and you'll see that in a minute. Now we're on to the final log here, and if you were doing this with your one, you would have probably made 4 ordinary posts, but as we're using this funky one on the corner, this is what I need to do. I just need to snap a straight line and then mark out where my 2 holes are going to go and drill them. Next I'm going to drill the 2 holes, and I'm going to use just my 1/2 inch drill with that 2-inch bit in it, and I'm going to have to eyeball it and try and keep it parallel with the log and straight up and down. So the last thing I'm going to do is make 8-corner braces. I'm just going to put 45-degree angles on the end, but you could drill and tenon them if you wanted. So we have all the parts for our trellis made now. We've got the rails for the top and side, we've got the 2 top beams, we've got the 2 cross beams, we got 3 posts over there and the big funky post, and the 8 braces for the corner. So as you can see, this is how the corners went together going into the tree. This is one of the corners where the post and the cross beam and the long beam all go together. This is one of the braces. What I did was I ran my chainsaw just in this area here. I had it screwed a little bit at the bottom, and then I just ran the chainsaw gently down so I'd get a fairly tight fit. It's not highly recommended as a way to do braces, but it works. My normal solution to this problem would be to drill a hole in here into the post and then have a tenon here, and the same at the top end of this. Doing it that way is much more secure. But this still makes it a strong, solid frame, so it works well. So this piece of the trellis is going to be for hanging baskets off, and they should get lots of sun. I think it's kind of a neat feature. So this is another trellis in the garden, and I'm going to do this on the log trellis as well. I've got to drill some holes up and down the posts and then run some wires like this, and then as you can see the grapes can grow up it. Well, that's how you build the log trellis. This is David Edgley for BC Log Stair and Rail. Play safe until next time.